Hello boys and girls, my name is Yoshi. Welcome back to my Wire Set Blind playthrough of Yoshi and the Mysterious Book for the Nintendo Switch 2. Where in the last video, we left off doing the Woo Train, but we also 100% the other levels. We were told there was something else in the secret area. So we need to actually, well, is this vein? But we need to somehow beat it somehow. I get. This way is a bit confusing, I get. Well, just... Try getting the speed on a hot pepper. Alright, well, we have to get this... Well, first we have to find this later on. Okay. To even find a sea one, we first have to go all the way up here. Likely. Listen, how do we get there in time to get a hot pepper? Okay, now it's asking us to resign here. Alright, we should restart. I'm not sure how to give that thing if it just always stays in the background. There must be some way we can manipulate it into coming forward. We take it out, right? Oh, that's definitely not a good way to start off a level. I just realized something also. I think we can only get the pepper trick to work if we bring it all the way to the end with us. But also not accidentally grab a normal one. Wait, that says we have to get that to work. We need to somehow jump off on there, which while still racing it, and then still beat it somehow, so that we can then give it a... That's so strange. Because, like, if we give our own one a hot pepper, won't it just fail automatically? That seems like a good chew, and I'm not sure if that is even possible. Like, how do you give that many a hot pepper if it's only going to ever be in the background? Over there. Do you just have to still go on to beat it? We pretty much have to use the up-down trick then. And then somehow jump off it, and then quickly still go on to beat it. So it just makes us go fast. Yeah, all it does is just stand in there. But the first part of this to actually beat it first, and then hit it first normally, and then we can maybe try getting it done. What if we have to beat it with a heart pepper too? Speaking of which, I said a better strategy of eating anyway. We just need to get the med pepper very fast. Okay, well, every time that setup fails, we have to try again. I just need to keep trying that until we can actually get the pepper to something. Then we can catch up and maybe win if we can thread the needle through the gap. It's not necessarily I didn't like this circuit or whatever. This nature just controls really awkwardly. I never found it easy to control at all, and I didn't like it because of that. Oh. That looks cool. I don't think it mattered. I don't think we can do that and still beat him, huh? So, like I said, this might have to be 2 seconds. I think we need to beat the Fast Rush Wing. Then, while it's still around, somehow find a way to get it to come to me. It's so weird, like... The part I'm most confused about is how do you even get to ride a Blue Rush Ring in the first place? If it's just in the background, then how in the world are you supposed to get it done? Well, we definitely beat the thing. Oh, I see. Once you, beat it, the Blue String accepts you as your friend, and then you can actually use it properly. I do wonder if this thing will reset if we go over here and do something else like this, maybe? Looks like we're falling into a lot of pits on us all in Paris to try and get things to respawn. Okay, no. Alright, so we both have to do a fast run that beats the machine, and then we need to actually get him to a pepper without actually taking a single hit, which is kind of hard to do when you're already going in reverse. Yeah, okay. Good thing we went for the hardest seer at first, am I right? Now this level just became even more annoying. This was already my least favorite creature to use, and now of the normal levels, this seems by far the hardest one, just because of how awkward it is, at least from the first 6 worlds, that's for sure. At least we found a consistent way to beat the main, instead of failing constantly, but that still doesn't make it any easier, because now we have to somehow navigate that thing to all the way up. The problem part is trying to get to actually fly up into this nook and cranny. Okay, I got it. Somehow. Yoshi is just, Yoshi looks kind of freaked out, I will say, when riding that. Combine speed with speed, you get, zoom fast, it seems like. That was so fast, even Yoshi couldn't handle it. His face was just like, ah! That was actually kind of funny to watch, I'm not gonna lie. That made me a little bit entertained. Alright, we got that done. Okay, that's one secret. Loop-de-loop. Wait, we've already been trying to do loop-de-loops. So how do we get that to work? Sensitive to extreme altitudes, that tells me we have to just send it up to the top of the map. Okay, this one I'm a little confused. I'm feeding different foods to the big ocean later. So I need to give some foods to it. Alright, well, we should probably reveal all the other discoveries. Vows for meals on range. Oh, we can eat food ourselves while we're going up. Very small one accounted for. Which tells me we need to somehow get that stuff correctly. For all the wings, but using just one bush wing and not training it off. Okay, that's what we should be doing first. If you're wondering why I'm also exiting back, I think it's just to get a secret done faster. Also, I just realized that some of them have hints, like it tells you, oh, this is something you should do.
Yoshi.
That's probably the part where we have to do the loop to. Alright, well, we got one of the suits discovered, but we missed some of the rings, so I guess we'll redo the level again. Alright, most of the next secrets of all the big blue trains, so before we do that though, we're gonna try to do the only one that requires us to keep going back to the start of the level. So again, we have to hit all the turns at once. I mean, all the secrets. We can't lose our blue train once. Okay, well, it's essentially a lot simpler than I suspected once I actually like get the secret done. There we go. Makes sense. Alright, time for the boss battle again. Let's try fighting the boss with the secret. By triggering that and then just running. Or not, okay. Alright, I believe us can still be done with the big one. Later, anyway. Makes sense. I was just wondering if we could use a... Well, that was fast. Oh, we defeated them with their own bullet bill, huh? That's cool. Okay, what if we just move this thing forward through everything. Alright, so we're gonna use this one still. Except we have to keep flying now. Okay, this one's on enough that we can... Oh, cool. Wait, I just realized... This is how we get our other secret done, so we can't lose the big Lushwing necessarily either. Okay, making it back to the start was a different secret. But now we have to actually find all the babies and carry them back. This is kind of starting to remind me of finding Baby Mario in Yoshi's Island, actually. Well, the original for Super Nintendo. Just with these things now. Alright, so now we take these things back. Oop. Oh, there it goes. Just like I thought, the big one can respawn. But now we have to catch the small ones again. Because we missed some of them, we have to get all the others found again. It's fine though, I think we might have actually forgotten one anyway. I see it. Oh, we just have to catch them all in one. Just like I thought, we don't have to... We just have to catch the ones that were lost, and that's all. Alright, well that didn't take too long. Kinda weird that it has to go away like that. Okay. Alright, now we have to quickly look for all the different pages. Figure out what we need from here. Rent Loopy from Loops. That's String Heights or Looped Up. This is the one I was most confused about, actually. Perform a complete loop by tilting up on a gliding loop train. Alright. Okay. Start over. It's a little easier to do again if we start from the start. I'll just make sure not to exit this time. Oh, that makes more sense. That's probably how we're supposed to do the other secrets. Yeah, you just hold up and it just works every time, man. We should have been doing that in the first place. Now to get the extremely sensitive, I need to just be flying up a certain distance. Okay. That was actually pretty ghost eggs there anyway. Actually, we might be able to get sense out of the new lights if we just eye up here. Okay, if I just do that, it doesn't work at all. Alright. That sounds like you should probably hit the X2 too. Because I want to get this all done. In this video at least. I wonder if you can cool it down. I mean, it's something I want to try and find out. Okay. Alright, well, since that didn't work, we should probably just do the other secrets. Go for multiple fine whip-ups. That makes more sense. Buy as high as you can using a big illusion. Oh, okay, we do have to go back to this end. Okay, well, that was not smart then. Okay, so now we just do this for a bit. Okay, if you do too hard, he just gets tired. Alright. That makes more sense when it tells you, oh, they're sensitive to heights. You need to do it with the big one. Wait, we could just do it in this area. Okay. Hang on. Oh, we just, again, finished them off with their own BAM. So cool. Okay. I'm flying off screen there. Okay, alright, so we have to actually go in a secret area to get this done. At least now it's more obvious that we have to... Yeah. Well, this time it counted us as being here. What is the point of this game? Aim strap-wide system. Sometimes it puts us all the way over here instead of need to be. That time it's a because we controlled it up there. Okay. Okay, actually find this thing up high enough is pretty difficult if a game doesn't give us a consistent way to do it. Okay, so I can get dizzy too, just like the others, if we try and take it in loop-de-loops constantly. Alright. Annoyingly enough, this one will require us to use a guide. You're gonna get stuck on it so long. At least it expects us to be using this big one here. It was so close. Now I have to go back to starting again. Oh, at least this time they didn't put me Jove originally. Ugh, this is so annoying to do properly. I know this was already like a certain feature to the server, but then this just kind of made it even more annoying. At least with the Serene Upper, it was fun to mess around with it. Okay. My real question is, how the heck do you get it to go so high without using the power-ups? That is the part that I'm really confused about. What if it actually doesn't mean that, and it means you have to actually go back to the start specifically and make it go high that way? Oh wait, we could just do this. Wait, what if we just do this? No, that didn't work. It's this trap again where, yeah, guys, I'm gonna see you guys when I figure out what to do. Like I said, some of these discoveries are extremely obscure to the point where you literally sometimes need a guide to get some of them because they seem so annoying, and that's what I kind of hate about these kinds of games. It's just so annoying to have to do something like this. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a minute when I figure out what the heck I'm supposed to do. Hi guys, I'm still kind of flying here. You're probably going to laugh and make fun of me when you realize how simple this discovery actually is, but it should have been obvious by now. We only get to get the secret by flying all the way to the top of the screen somehow. but you can't do it in the middle spot. You have to do it here in this other area, but as you can see, the big struggle with this is for some reason I cannot actually hit the top of the screen. Just makes it so hard. So I think what you have to do is keep doing a dive until it gets distracted. I mean, or gets sensitive, rather. I like how I immediately did it 2 times in a row after saying it. And that's why I say you guys might laugh at me, because we were literally right in the right spot this whole time. I just didn't know what to do. I feel so dumb. And also, because this was the end of a level, and the timing was also decent enough, I feel pretty tired. So I think I'm going to actually end the episode here. You guys, a little bit of a shorter video, but I think this probably should have just been done to begin with, so that way we can go to the next chapter, which in our case is going to be Remote Island. Oh, we skipped a lot of secrets here, so we're gonna have to actually, like, explore all the different levels and figure out what to do. I will say, every guide I've seen now, typically just knows what they're doing, and it kind of feels kind of, so, I hope you guys enjoy my specific playthrough, because, like, when you watch the guides, you'll know that most of the people just already know where to go, and it just doesn't seem that interesting compared to me. Not saying that, it's just that when you're doing a blind playthrough like this, it just adds a whole nother level of depth to a game that would otherwise be simple at glance to look at, but it's actually kind of hard to 100% when you're trying to figure out everything on your own. Anyways, long story short, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe if this helped you out, and doing so, I'll you guys will leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later when we continue 100% in this game. Until then, see you guys later. Bye.